Atamarie, morena tatou katoa. Heeni hoterine with you on this marama of Otane, Pihana koutou katoa. Tino pai ana ho, hanga pai. Not too bad today. What is everyone up to? What are your plans for tēnei ata tai atu ki te pō? Ki te kainga hau I tēnei rā, so I'm tino hari about that. Otane is our marama. Don't forget to order your marama taka for the new year. www.maramataka.co.nz, and we're still into the last part of this phase of so that's me. Our kōrero for this morning is men of value are more important than success. Just remember to think a little bit more laterally, or kia whānui, whakawhānui ngā whakaaro. Often people ask me, can you give me a direct meaning of that? And I think, no, you come up with your own meaning. It's how you're going to relate it to you at this moment, and how this may apply to you or may not apply to you. And also how I come up with a lot of that kōrero is based on my 30 years of living by maramataka Māori, my daily experiences, the experiences that the kōrero and knowledge I've been given from others who have been experts in this area, and it all helps me be able to relate it to the here and the now of the present moment. So we're in the marama of Otane. It's a very masculine moon. Masculinity doesn't just belong to men, it affects us as well, wahine mā. And just the point being that a person's value is more important than their success. And in a collective approach for us as Māori, we understand that in a marae setting, for example, the kai kōrero, the first person speaking on the marae, some may presume that they are the big chief, but in fact the big chief is out the back, organising all the kai and directing everything. And you can't have one without the other. Everyone's connected, interconnected. The front house doesn't work without the back house. And so really thinking today, big mihi to all of our tāne, doing their very best and never to give up, and that you're not judged on your success and how much money you make and how flash you dress and what your qualifications are. But we love you for the value you bring to our families. So kia ora, positive attitude, whānau. I've been hanging out with my friend Tony Howard, Antoinette Howard, no Motuti, and she's such a crack up. She's a world-renowned chef, traveled all around the world. She said to me, I know 4 languages, but I don't know my own. And I said, wow, you know German, that's pretty cool. And also for us, often as Māori, we think that sometimes we get so concerned about what we don't know instead of focusing on what we do. So the other day, Antoinette had some really good news. She has had breast cancer. I was running a workshop with Arco Design over there in Kaikoi, and she ran in, guess what, everyone, I'm free of cancer. And we all cheered. And in our journey, everyone that is really committed and searching for solutions to get better quality of life and better health, I noticed that people with a positive attitude do so well. Like my doctor says, if you think you're going to die, you'll die. And if you think you're going to live, you'll live. So ka mate, ka ora. Hi, kia ora, everyone. I have a look at your comments today. Morena, what's everyone up to? Morena, Helena. I'm not sure if the hearings are still happening in Hokianga. I've been watching some of the live broadcasts from Tautoko FM. As usual, even though we have a high representation of Māori councillors up here in Te Tai Tokerau with a Māori mayor being Moko, and over 4 or 5 Māori councillors, we're still always, as kaitiaki, having to struggle to ensure our environment is protected, and that includes the council applying to continue to discharge sewage into the Hokianga Harbour. It's just so archaic, it's so outdated. So loving all of the kōrero from our kaumātua right down to our tamariki, talking about the importance of our water, of hokianga, and really making sure the voice of the people of the kāinga is heard. So that's me today on the marama of O Tāne Whānau. Don't forget that we still have a couple more days of a bit of energy, and by the time we're coming to the end of the weekend, that's also the come down of the ending of our maramataka cycle into mutu whenua and beginning again in whiro. So once you get your maramataka, you should be following this, planning everything. Morena ana over there in Ngunguru. And again, that's maramataka.co.nz. I'm pretty busy coming up to Matariki, but trying not to be. Don't want to overexhaust ourselves. That's something else I've noticed. All of these activities planned when it's cold. It's cold in Matariki in winter. We don't want to go out too much. We want to stay home. We don't need to be dragging our old people and our kids around all over the place. So just remembering ourselves, what is the point of Matariki, of Puanga, of the Māori New Year for us, the value to us. Doesn't have to be a massive, successful hula hula show and big bang production, but it's a quiet moment for us to reflect on where we've come from and where we're going. Tēnei taku mihi kia koutou katoa. Aha koa te aha. I rungi tēnei āhuatanga o tāne ngā mihi katoa kia koutou. Kia pai tō koutou rā. Kia ora.